Hey, we're ready. We're live. Live from the Cores, named by Mr. Robert's The H Show, the All Good Tour. I'm ready for it. Look at that. It's pretty ridiculous looking. What do y'all think? I got the battery, everything. Everything's ready to go for Sunday. But I'm not going to wear it whole stream. You don't see MIDI controller? Yeah, that's true. We're not at that point yet. Okay, let me put this off. I'll be right back. It's funny, I'm so used to wearing headphones. When I don't have the headphones on, it feels like something's wrong. Like I can't hear y'all, but obviously there's nothing to hear. It's gonna be an adjustment now. Well, I could still wear headphones, I guess. Actually, it might be good for me to wear headphones now that I think about it. Anyway, hey to Staffy Agent Man Jazzy's here. Brooms, Mr. Robert, Notorious Mutee. Undug Covers here. Bible to Trooper Stongneck. Twice Vaccinated Mole Pete Mouse. Neighborhood Watch is here. If I did not say your name, I just don't see your written message yet. Watch this. Did somebody call Ghostbusters? How's everyone doing on this fine Friday? Oh yeah, y'all doing okay with all the water, all the flooding? Y'all in Europe? Pieces wasn't very fine Friday. You're doing okay though, that's good. Yeah, I saw some photos. It's pretty scary. I want to, for does anyone know, I don't know, is there a trick to making your phone more visible in sunlight? It's going to be very hard for me to see chat for the first 2 hours of the show that I'm outside, I think. He's on the West Coast, most stuff's in the southeast of Holland. Jazz's maximized brightness. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. But, are there any other tricks? Dark mode is impossible to see. Doug says it won't matter much. You don't reach out anyways, kid. Yeah, that was a ghost speaking just now. Not me. Yeah, dark mode's impossible to see anything at all. Watch this anti-glare screen film. Yeah, that's a good, I'll check on that. Anti-glare. How's like maybe if I put sort of a hood over it or something. That's what you do with photography. But I tried just using my hand as a hood, and it really didn't help much. Let's see. Father advises to be surprised your phone wasn't bright enough to use in sunlight. I used mine direct sunlight and it was fine. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm using the Twitch app, which, if this works, if I enjoy it and the internet works and everything, and it seems like a long-term thing, what I'll do is I'll just create my own custom chat page, like I already do. Problem is I don't have any of my stuff available to the internet. So I can't just use any of the stuff I've coded. I gotta set all that up. I don't know enough time. But anyway, using the Twitch app, it's just so the fonts are so tiny that it's just. And I don't know. I'm old. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm holding the phone about this far away, and they're using 3-point font or something. I couldn't figure out there must be a way to increase the font. I wonder if I increase the system font or something. But it's not even, this is not a normal, they're using, it's really difficult to see. Jazz says there's sunshades you can purchase. So yeah, I'll try that in the reflective screen or the. But I'm pretty happy how the backpack turned out. I was worried the battery was digging into my back, but I just took a piece of cardboard and put it, and it became a back which supported it, because the backpack itself has no structure built into it at all. But there's a side pocket for the internet in a box device. I'm not quite flexible enough to see it, so I need to get a mirror or something. I don't know if I really need to see it. I figure y'all will tell me in chat if things go bad. The device tells you, what bit rate you're at and stuff, but there's no way. I gotta get more. I was trying, couldn't do it. But with a mirror, it's pretty easy. But do I want to carry a mirror around just to check? I figure y'all can just write F in chat if it's problematic, right? Milestones. We got Staffy Agent Man 75th drum loop and Staffy Agent Man's 850th drum fill. Muty, I was thinking about your idea of doing I Spy, and it reminded me of a game that I played as a kid in a car, which I still enjoy as an adult. It's still fun to play, which is the alphabet game, where I'm wondering if anyone's ever played this, where you basically have to find the letters in the alphabet in order, just in the world around you. Right, so if you see an A on a license plate, you got A. Then you see B on a sign, and then whatever, and you try to get. And usually it's a race between multiple people. But that obviously that's not gonna work in the desert. But if I were ever out going somewhere, where there are signs and stuff, that could be a fun chat thing to do as a sort of a side thing. Pieces, then you're stuck stuck on X. In the States, X is really easy on the highway because you got all the exits, right? So you see X all the time. But why you're sort of having to wait till you see it, right? That's just not going to regularly appear. And Q and I think Q and Y were the trickiest ones, and Z, Q, Y, and Z, if I remember. Every other letter is pretty easy, shows up a lot, you know. Well, maybe J and K probably are a little tricky. Stavis's Q is tough as, yeah. Let's see. Stavis's Y is in highway. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, undercover named sound mustard ketchup hamburgers. Let's see. Let's make our beats. But I registered the internet. They're all the SIM cards are live, or at least, well, two of them are definitely live. I can't remember if the third one, I didn't check if the third one was, but I assume that one's live too. So I'm going to have 3 internet connections for the stream, and then one of the internet connections is a Wi-Fi router. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Speedify, which does cellular bond or does internet bonding, and I'm going to bond together my phone signal and this wireless router, which is AT&T. So my phone is going to have a better connection too, hopefully. I mean, the phone, I just need to see chat, you know. It'd be funny if the stream is going great, but I can't see chat. I mean, that would not be good. But I plugged everything into the battery. The battery has a AC cable, and then there's 3 USBs that are plugged into the battery. Pieces who needs interaction anyway. Muty says can't use text to speech. Yeah, I mean that's what most of the IRL streamers I've seen do. I'm real hesitant about text to speech. If I were to do text to speech, it would I probably would limit it to subs or something, but then that would probably make people angry. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just worried about the kind of stuff people will say in text to speech. Not y'all. Y'all are wonderful, but you know, if I'm going to have to be leaving the nice, kind environment of the music category, right? I'm going to be in either travel and outdoors or just chatting. And you know, just chatting is a pretty toxic place a lot of the time. So but who knows? I mean, I never thought I'd be doing this, so maybe I'll change my mind on text to speech. Oh, for my ears only? Yeah, you know, I saw, yeah, that's possible too, yeah. Well, the only risk of that is it would make it very hard for me to be constantly interrupted. I mean, I think I would get very anxious. But I saw, Muti, I saw some truck drivers, right? Because it's against terms of service to look at your phone while you're driving. So truck drivers were doing that. They were doing text to speech of every message. Yeah, but that's possible. That's a possibility. I'd have to figure out how to. I might need another phone in order to do that. But I think I'll be much better at chat. Pieces look at your phone while driving. Well, if you're streaming on Twitch, you are not supposed to look at your phone when you're driving. Yeah, I think you'll get banned because it's extremely dangerous, right? I don't know that I don't think I'd feel comfortable driving in any situation while streaming. I don't trust I mean, maybe if I got a vehicle and got used to it, used to driving, but right now it would not be safe for me to have my attention distracted whatsoever. I cannot wait for self-driving cars, man. Hey, Bax, thanks for 18 months. Minimal electric. I found a pretty inexpensive service that I might use for cloud streaming just temporarily. I mean, I I don't think it's worth spending the money on the high end stuff yet, and I definitely don't have the time to set it up locally. But I found a service that will do what's it called? Well, if I lose my connection, it'll switch to a temporary screen until I get it back. Let's see, Mouselouse Moose, 0. Pizzas you're gonna stream from the clouds. That would be pretty sweet. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, there's the International Balloon Festival or something. And so balloonists from all over the world come to New Mexico, and they all I've never seen it, but I wonder, wouldn't that be sweet? Streaming from a hot air balloon. I wonder how well the internet is up in the sky. I mean, cell phone towers. Well, people's cell phones work on planes sometimes, right? Okay, mouse. You've seen pictures, UT? It looks so cool. I'm not sure if I want to risk my life for streaming though. I mean, risk my physical self. I've risked many other parts of myself for streaming, but I haven't risked I haven't put myself in bodily harm situation for streaming yet. Well, no, I guess it's a matter of interpretation. Oh, we're at 177. No wonder this is frenetic feeling. Okay, let's see. Hey, Nelicon says, all I gather from all that is you need a robot AI assistant that can drive and has satellite uplink. Yes. We just need more stability. At 177, you just need a lot of help. Nice. Now it comes to RHA, we just need to fundraise 300 million. Man, I cannot imagine what it'd be like to have 300 million. Can't imagine what it'd be like to have 1 million. Even, it's unimaginable. Let's see. Reinterpretation. Whoops. Jesus, some people spend that in a day, I know. Yeah. Have any of y'all have you seen those animations where they show wealth based on it's like buildings. It's animation, and it'll start out with $50,000, and it'll start like this, and then by the end you realize that $100 billion is like the equivalent of this size versus this entire room, or like 10 of these. It's not even. It's like 1,000 of these rooms. It's crazy. Because our brains, we just cannot comprehend what $1 billion is. We don't have the ability. Hey Dom, 50 months. Thanks so much, Dom. How have you been? What's happening, Dom? Dom, I don't know if you've heard, but I'm preparing to do outdoor shows. Not music to start, but Sunday. The plan is Sunday. I'm going to do my first ever, I'm going to do a hiking stream. Can we call it hiking if it doesn't go that steep? If it's mostly flat? I don't know if where I'm going is going to be steep. It might just be more of like a walking on the flat of the desert. I don't know. But is that still hiking? How do you define hiking? Okay, we got our beats. Muses, can we call it hiking sprinkles? Pieces, as long as you move your feet equals hiking in my book. I'll be wearing boots. Hiking boots. Jazz, does it really matter? Call it hiking, call it a walk. But I'm gonna go somewhere I've never been. I'm gonna go probably near civilization, for the first one, to just see what it's like in terms of the internet. I think probably a lot of the places I would want to go, there'll be no internet. Even with my super expensive setup for internet, it still won't make a difference. But I don't know, never know. Okay, electric bass. That's not it. You frozen? And then Newfound Giraffe. That's not Newfound Giraffe. Oh, that first sound was, Tubi messed all the sounds up. I look forward to the day when I have a newer computer that Tubi's more reliable on for that. Okay, so this is actually where aliens climb. it's not. Okay, we're waiting for these sounds. But I'm planning on doing a normal 3 to 4 hour stream on Sunday. I think where I'm going to go is I won't be able to do it'll be it's just an in and out kind of place or a hike. So I think what I'll do is I'll just walk for 2 hours and walk back, something like that. Assuming we keep the internet the whole time. Come on, Tubi. He says, I got a question. You explained a while back. I'm confused. How do you generate drum fills? I remember you reverse the name and add silence before, right? They always one bar. Yeah. I don't. Well, what I do is that I start from, because the destination of the drum fill for the most part, the way I use drum fills is to get to somewhere. So it's if we've got 4-beat count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want the drum fill to end on the 1. So if we have 3-letter or 4-letter username, right? The only way for that to work is to have it at the very end of the 4, so that we hit the 1. So normally with the drum loop, we go from left to right. From drum fills, we go from right to left. And drum loops repeat so that every single slot has something in it. Drum fills don't. So if a username is only 4 letters, it's going to only have 4 notes. And they are only 1 measures, 1 bars. But sometimes I'll trigger 3 right in a row, so it'll just be, fill, fill, fill over and over. And then Newfound Giraffe. And then Where Aliens Climb. The Emperor's New Sound. Only the most amazing sound in our sound library. And then from Brooms we got B.A. Jazzy Digital Chills Interface. It's been on my to-do list for 4 years, 5 years. I want to have I had ideas for a way to create a drum fill generator that basically does that I can trigger more predictable things that I want. Because it would be nice to just have the ability to say I want a 4-bar snare build-up and just trigger. I want a 2-bar build-up. But then have just a few buttons that let me say I want a constant crescendo, where it starts off and gets louder and louder just constantly, or I want a crescendo where there's accents, so there is some unpredictability. So it is slowly getting louder, but sometimes the notes are, They're not all constantly getting the same. In other words, it's more rhythmically interesting, which is nice for different kinds of things. Sometimes you do want that constant crescendo. Or sometimes it's nice just to have, just a snare and a tom just doing eighth notes. Just simple stuff like that. And there's often I just want a snare on 4. I want silence and a kick and snare on 4, and then back into the beat, stuff like that. It'd be nice to have some really simple things I can just trigger. Okay, and then lastly, digital chills interface. Yeah, I'll pick which sound starts the improv. Let's end this Poe. You supposed to be wearing a jacket while hiking? No, it's so hot. Well, I definitely won't need a jacket to start the hike. To start, I'll probably bring a long sleeve shirt just in case. Because by sunset, it might get cooler. You never know. Hopefully there won't be any flash rainstorms. Cause I'll be. Are there, what do I need as an emergency? I put a bunch of plastic bags. The backpack is mesh, right? So it doesn't protect at all. It's not, it just, it's a sieve. Is that the word? I'm gonna have a water bottle. I figure plastic I can use to cover it. If it needs to get wet, I can put plastic just on the ground, so if I need to put stuff down, it won't get dirty. Piece of some extra clothes. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have enough space for extra clothes. I mean, I'm not going anywhere crazy, Suntan, oh yeah, I'll be with this complexion. I get burned, I get fried. Yeah, no, I definitely need to remember suntan lotion. Someday my rhyming will be snappy. Oh man, Ms. Roberts' emergency kazoo. Yeah, I guess if I'm in trouble. That might scare some things away. I mean, if I go up to some guy and I'm gonna rob him, and then he pulls out a kazoo and starts screaming through kazoo, I might think this might not be the safest person to rob. He's clearly got issues. Who knows what he'll do next? Oh, good. I'm glad I saw that. Why have I've been forgetting to start that recording? Did I end the poll or not? Did I not end the poll? Oh, it was a tie. Oh, that's going to mess everything up. What was the result of the tie? I didn't even see. Oh, we're aliens. Okay. Now, how do I... Oh, I think it's that. There we go. Oh, I laugh at the hour. Dom, I laugh at the hour. Look how mellow I am. Pushing it up. 4 minutes to go. Here we go. Although if you hadn't said it, maybe I would have forgotten. Dom says I bite my thumb at you, sir. Here we go. Time to accelerate.
Hi, if this is your first time watching and you came in during the music, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was a live musical improvisation, meaning I was making up the music from scratch as I went along, but I got a ton of help from you guys in chat. You guys chose all the sounds I was using, the speed of the music. I turned your names into drum rhythms that powered the song. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs. But that's only the beginning. There are many different ways to participate and share your creativity. You don't need any musical background. You get to help name all the songs we create on the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community things on our Discord. So we got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but if you stick around, you will figure it out super fast. So welcome to the Etceterati.
If you've been enjoying the music today, we actually release every live show as a live album on Bandcamp. None of the talk, just the music. There's liner notes with credits for everyone who made requests on the songs or named one of the songs. You can pre-order it at any point during the show. Or if you feel like you might want a lot of the shows we're doing, you can become a Bandcamp sub. And as a Bandcamp sub, you can download every new album we release, which at this point is about this many albums a month or more. Not only that, as an added bonus, you can download a certain number of albums from the archives. So let me know if you have any questions about how it works, and know that this is one of the best ways to support what we're doing here. Things move pretty fast in ETC world, but you can keep up on everything on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook. Light switch wouldn't work. Thanks for those scalps. Titles: Nelicon, My Robot Can Drive. Booster Boy, Party in My Head. Jazzy Discombobulated. And MrRobert Punch Beat. Let's see. Hey, I'm only big child. And mucho más. Oh, thanks, Moody. I'm not sure what you're referencing, but thank you. The bass switch? What did I do? Oh, and let me shout out some other titles. Nelicon, Mall Food Court Food Fight. I wonder if that's ever happened. Malls are dying, right? Malls are sort of struggling. Like in 40 years, is anyone going to know what a mall is? And malls are pretty, like, it's pretty much of an American phenomenon, right? Insanely huge structures with, shopping malls, yeah. It seems like they have them everywhere. You've got them too. It's sad, there's not many downtowns left. First it was malls, and then now the internet. People like me certainly aren't helping. I hate going to stores. Dude, one of my least favorite activities. You order everything online, Pete? Yeah, it's... Dom's booming the shit. Yeah, it's slowly... It's getting lower and lower. I just haven't had the time to fix it. It's going to be down here pretty soon. Because you don't hate shopping, you love the nice little authentic shops. I like them in principle. But I can even, I don't know, I mean, I can tolerate it, I guess. I do not enjoy acquiring things. I don't like having stuff. You know, stuff is a necessary evil, I think. Notorious MUT says, I got a list when I go shopping. I go in and out like a Navy SEAL, plan my route exit strategy while I buy stuff. Yeah. I mean, I know I need to learn to enjoy it because it's an important social activity. You know, going to support somebody else who wants to shop, who likes shopping. I'm not very good at faking like I enjoy stuff. Pieces, was Twitch streaming also just stuff? I would prefer not needing any of this stuff. Yeah. I love streaming, but I don't like what I have to use to do it. Yeah. So if there were a way to do it without any of this, I would. I mean, I like instruments, but even instruments, it's to have so many. I think I just feel light when I'm unencumbered, you know, with stuff. Stuff just weighs you down. That's definitely one of the things that is that's one of the things that's appealing about van. Doing a van thing is having so few things. I mean, I definitely, if I want to do something, the only way to do it is to have something. Then I override my dislike of having things. But let's end this poll. You just bet you can't live without your microwave? Yeah, it'd be hard. But I probably could learn how to eat cold oatmeal. I could probably do it if I had to. Piece I traveled without microwave for months, never missed it. Most of the things I eat, Pete, are microwaved. So that's what Muty's referencing, I think. I microwave my oatmeal every single day for years and years and years. Let's break this tie. I like microwaves because they're so fast, right? You can microwave oatmeal in 30 seconds. Pieces then you can heat it up in a pan. I know, but not in 30 seconds. Right? Party in My Head, Booster Boy. Booster Boy's named it. Thank you, Booster Boy. Party in My Head. You know, Booster Boy, I created a graphic novel. So it's more like a graphic short story, and it was called My Head is an Empty Room. And there's probably how many panels? There's a lot of panels. And what I did is I drew the pictures in charcoal huge, and then I'd photograph them, shrank them very small. But there are all these pictures of people's heads, different characters. There's just one shot of each person's head at different points of the story to see what their head, what it's like, what's in their head, as if it's a three-dimensional room inside their brain. I'm trying to remember if one of the characters had parties in their head. Let's see. Pete's 5th BPM and Staffy's 100th key. There's so much innovation with batteries right now. There's one battery company that came out, it looks like, I didn't research it that well yet, but you can sort of do these add-on batteries. I could basically have a week's worth of power, I think, without even needing solar. Just in batteries. It's crazy. I mean, the batteries would be a lot of money, but still. Because solar's a little tricky. Okay, let's see. Apparently now is not the time to buy used vehicles. That says that used vehicles are up 40% or something. Like they're actually appreciating in value right now. Because what I heard is there's a shortage of superconductors or something right now, and so new car manufacturers can't make new cars fast enough. So there's not enough new cars. So that's driving up the prices of used cars to a crazy degree. So if you buy a car right now, you're going to see a major drop in value. What did I say? Superconductors, semiconductors. Yeah, thank you, Muchos. I'm embarrassed. Yeah, semiconductors. Thank you for correcting me. Dom's installed the rental cars. Oh yeah, and the rental cars. You're buying, right? Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, Dom's. Yeah. So it's just crazy. So I gotta hold on for a while if I'm gonna do this. Okay, heavy kit. I mean, it's still pretty theoretical, this whole plan, but we'll know a lot more. I mean, Sunday I might know that this is not the life for me. No, I'm excited for Sunday. I know I like streaming. I like hiking. The question is, will I like them at the same time? Maybe I won't. You know, just because you like two things doesn't mean you want to do them at the same time. I'm sure y'all can think of activities that you don't want to combine. Let's get some examples, family friendly, PG-13, of great activities that you do not want to combine. Like maybe, how about this? Eating a whole pizza while riding a roller coaster. You might not want to do those two things together. I mean, I've never been on a roller coaster actually. I mean, he says clipping toes. You love clipping toes. Muchmas, do you like hiking in a stream while streaming? Oh yeah. Jazz is programming and driving a long road trip. Oh yeah. I get car sick if I try to read. I've never tried to code, but I get car sick. Muffins lifting weights while arguing with your partner. You might have a personal best though, Muffin. You know, you're so mad. 10,000 pounds record. I heard that, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that you're not allowed to listen to music when you're competing at athletic events. Because, you could use it to sort of amp yourself up or give yourself a rhythm to follow. Because you could set your BPM. If you wanted to keep a certain pace, you could just have a song with the right BPM. Music is powerful stuff. Pieces lifting weights and you just had too many black beans. Oh, I see, Jazzy. You were driving. I assumed you were in the passenger seat, but no, you were programming and driving simultaneously. Well, no. Don't do that, Jazzy, please. Here's Mr. Robert. That was your, no, I know, Jay. I know you were kidding. Yeah. There's our first beat and then Dom. We got our beats. Could you hear sound ODG? Sure. Okay, sound. Song of the White Bear. Whoops, that's not it. I was walking around with a backpack, and it was fine. It's probably. I think it was about 7 pounds, six or 7 pounds in the backpack, and I'll be totally fine. But I'm just thinking, man, and I want to carry a backpack that's potentially 6 times as heavy, 6 or 7 times as heavy with music gear. Is not gonna be a good idea. But I would probably only walk 15-20 minutes max. So I should be able to carry a 50-pound back for 20 minutes, right? And then we got Brooms with Soundy. And then Rhodes with Steve. And then Father Five with one of my favorite sounds, Sonic Showers. And then Father Five with Big Sweep, version 2. And then from the Notorious Mutee, Jiggle Dug work on it. He says, why is your fave? It's another of those sounds from my favorite synth in Logic, Alchemy. But I like, there's about 4 or 5 sounds in that category. Like, what's it, Royal something, and The Eye, I think. And I like how they feel very organic and just unstable. They feel more like playing acoustic instruments because there's something, yeah. So you don't hear those kinds of sounds very often, at least in my experience, that have that quality, I think. Synth sounds tend to sound like synths, they tend to sound perfect. But there's a lot of different things going on in that sound. Looking a gorgon in the eye, you're stone, you're stone. I have no memory of singing that. Let's end this bow. Oh, thanks, Jazzy. Yeah, I only started singing lyrics, I think, in my third year streaming. First 2 years, I was just singing syllables. So, but someday, I'm not going to ever get that advanced just doing it on the show. I need to have more time just working by myself on it. But I do feel more comfortable than I did when I first started, for sure. Mr. Robert says, can you maybe just sing syllables for song? And I do sometimes still, because I'm a lot more inventive with my melodies when I sing syllables than when I sing words. But I do sometimes, Mr. Robert, yeah. And then sometimes, Mr. Robert, it'll be half and half. I'll sing a phrase. That I'll intend to have a rhyme to, but I won't be able to think of a rhyme in time, and so I'll just sort of fake it. Invent a word that rhymes, or just sort of drift off into incomprehensibility. He says, I'm practicing that now. Sing melody, try to make a loop, match notes. It makes melody so much more catchy. Jazz is fake till you make it, yeah. That's definitely a key to getting better at lyric improv. It's just, you just have to dive in. And I'm saying that for myself because I'm still not at the point where I can feel reckless like I do with the music part. Carefree and reckless. Stabby says, roast until you toast it. Man, we learned a lot yesterday. We're going to have, next time we're having to do small talk at a wedding, we'll be able to say, did you know the origin of toast and roasting? Did you know that toasting was because they actually put toast in their wine? Here we go. Time to accelerate. live in a house that's 5 stories tall, but all the stairs are gone. Yeah, we live in a house that touches the sky, but we're still stuck on the first floor. But we want more. Stuck on the first floor. But we want more. I can't promise you nights. I can't promise you days. I can't promise you much at all. I can't promise you nights.
Hey, I'm the Etc. Kid, and I'm walking with a selfie stick looking like a fool, hoping I don't trip. Also, I can tell all the new folks in chat, first off, welcome. This show can seem a little complicated at first, but if you stick around, you'll figure it out really fast. The easiest way to get involved right away is to type !drums in chat, and then I'll turn you into a rhythm on one of our upcoming songs. And there's many other things you can request. You can help name the songs we create on this show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community things on Discord. So there's so many ways to participate. Welcome. Welcome to the Etcerati. Okay, outtake. Welcome to the Etcerati. There we go.
So it took me a while, but I've finally jumped on the social media bandwagon. You'll find me on some new up-and-coming platforms like Friendster and MySpace. I just created a new Vine account. I post highlights from the show on there, old songs, poetry recitations, behind-the-scene photos, content like this. Thanks for those calps. Titles: Muty, Sweet Dreams, Miss Robert, Finding Bliss, Allegra. Hey, Allegra. Allegra's here with Peachy Vibes and Staffy, Abundantly Layered. How are you, Allegra? What's happening? I want Allegra with 47 months. Right, wow, it's been a while. I spent the last year teaching 4th grade. Oh, that's great. In the last few weeks recovering. I miss you guys. I'm hoping to be able to hang out more again. Oh, that'd be awesome. Man, so were you teaching remote? Were you teaching online, or were you teaching in class? In person, I guess. You're on summer break, yeah. Oh, and I used Staffy Agent, Replace Your Doorsteps. That was lyric inspiration. I didn't use any of those words. But for some reason that made me think of about a house with no stairs. Staffy, Can't Promise. I took that for Can't Promise from the Can't Promise Fall days. Booster Boy named the sound Space Particles. Edgar says we went hybrid then remote, then hybrid, then finally back in person the last few months. Hey, brother Bob. Baba Ravavi, 3-month, tier 3, 34 months. Right, see how let's get the old band back together. Thanks, brother Bob. Thank you so much. The Lakers, this is wild. Hopefully next year will be better. For anyone, Allegra, and anyone else who hasn't been here recently and haven't heard me talking about my new ambitions, we're going to be doing our first ever outdoor stream on Sunday. I'm going to go on a hike and we're going to hang out while I go hike. I'm really excited about it. So hopefully y'all will come check it out. But unless it's a disaster and I hate doing it, which I don't think, it's hard to see that happening. I'm sure there'll be challenges and frustrations, but I'm planning on doing a lot this month, a lot of those streams, just to really get a feel for it, see if I like doing them. So it won't just be Sunday. I might do 7 shows a week for a while. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, doing 4-hour hikes 4 days a week is going to take a lot out of me, I think. So maybe. No, I mean, I should be okay, right? You'll be there like awesome. Brother Bob Robbie says, swole kid, yeah. Yeah, there's no guns here. These arms are pacifists, can't you tell? There's nothing there. Nothing there. Father Five says 4 hours hikes include 3 hours of sitting. It might have to end up that way. Yeah. Yeah. I'm decently in shape in terms of walking. I did a few longer things recently and I was totally fine. So I'm not very worried. But, you know, walking is my favorite leisure activity. That's like, it just, so I'm looking forward to multitasking, streaming at the same time. So I can do more. I can justify doing more walking. But yeah, thanks for that resub. I don't know how much time I'll have to prep and brainstorm, but my plan is that these streams will be hopefully very fun to hang out on, because it's not going to just be me, you know. I want to do lots of interactive stuff while it's happening. Oh, and did I say hi to Chills? And Fuego Sword. Hey, Fuego Sword. Good to see you back. And Staffy. Thank you, Staffy. A huge donation from Staffy. Thank you so much. Staffy says, let's see what rewards Tubi will give us today. Staffy takes us to go reward. Thanks so much, Staffy. Thank you. Honor for Staffy, thank you. Let's see rewards. Notorious MUT says, when we do hiking, will you teach us bot generated survival skills? That's a good idea, because I certainly don't have any, so they're going to have to come from the bot. I have no sense of direction at all. I don't pay attention. I have a very, you know, as y'all noticed, I get fixated on things and I don't notice anything else, like important chat messages and stuff. Or the fact that I'm doing a music show, not a talk show. So I think y'all are going to help me survive. I'm hoping y'all will pay, because I'm going to have to start real simple, but eventually it'd be nice to do more difficult trails, you know, complicated trails. And I know I'm going to miss turns. I'm going to need y'all to go back to the VOD, you know, and like, okay, you turned left. That means you need it on the way back. You got to do that. I'm going to need all your help. Let's see. I've been loving these badlies. We haven't done book badly in a long time, like a couple months, I think. Let's do book badly. If you want a badly translated book, Father Five says Breathboat would tell you to use air quotes and you say music show. I know. Like I was saying, if I start doing more of these hiking streams, if it works, you know, I'm going to be so talked out. We're going to have just nonstop music on the music shows. Because I'll have no voice. I won't be able to talk. Let's shout out some other titles. Bodybuilder To Be Strongneck with Rock Rock. Pete, A Hug to the World. Notorious MUT, Symbolic Syllables. I was really thinking about singing lyrics for that, using symbolic syllables. But it didn't happen, but I was thinking about it. Staffy with Metaphorical Cake. Nelicon, Small Diner Coffee and You. Uses to recycle that. To be. Reginald Dower says, I missed a turn once, a turn of 8-mile hike into a 29-mile hike or an 18-mile hike. Oh man, that's totally the kind of thing I would do. Every time I drive somewhere, Reginald, Delaware, I miss turns. Every time. And I've got Google Maps telling me where to go, and I still miss the turn. And then I got to go further on the highway. I'm the worst. Although 29 miles is pretty bad. I've never walked that far. I've definitely driven 2 or 3 hours out of my way because I just wasn't paying attention, you know. But I've never done that on a walking hike yet. I'm sure I will soon. Man. Wait, so how long did that take you, Reginald Dower? Was that like that's a marathon. You did a marathon. Were you hiking at night? Thanks again, Staffy. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Fine. Okay, let's read some of these rewards. Pieces, how much is a marathon? I think a marathon's what, 26 miles? Something like that. Who's ran a marathon? I've never ran a marathon. Has anyone ran a marathon in chat? I hate to say it, I don't think that I ever will run one. I could walk one. Did I walk? How far did I walk? I think I've walked a marathon now that I think about it. Let's see, Boston, Massachusetts. Where did I walk? I was in my mid-20s and you know, I was having some life issue challenges, and I woke up one morning. I was like, I'm gonna walk north. I don't remember where I was. I'm just gonna walk, you know, and I walked all day. I left early in the morning. I didn't get into this town that I walked to until it was dark. And I just found the phone book and found a place to stay, you know. So I walked all day. I don't know. I guess I probably walked a marathon. But I got knee issues, so I can't run. I can't run on hard concrete, you know, or I can run on grass. But so if there's a grass marathon, I could do it. Tiger, you've been jogging every morning. That's awesome. Jazz says, I barely ran a mile in high school. He says, I walked a marathon. My body's not built for running. It's less in danger. Yeah. Mr. Roberts run a 5K. Pete says, my record is 55 kilometers hiking. That's awesome. Pete, it took you 10 hours. Father Five says, what people forget about the first marathon was that the runner died after completing it and sending his message, no thanks. Yeah. where did I walk to? Where was it? I think it started with an S. The city, it was north, and it started with an S, I think. Father Five, you're in that area. What are cities, towns to the north of Boston that start with S? I think that's what it was. It was not Salem. It was still I was still in Massachusetts, I think. Yeah, what no, was it or maybe no, I'm pretty sure I'm positive I walked north. I walked north. Oh, maybe it was did I go to Marblehead? That doesn't start with S, does it? That's about 16 miles. I don't remember. Situate? Yeah, it was it was that, we're talking 20 years ago. I did this. I did that a couple times. Just woke up and said, I need to do something dramatic to get myself out of this situation I'm in. It's mentally. So I'm just going to walk until I can't walk anymore. Reginald says, I was visiting my sister in Northern California, went for a solo hike in the Sierras. My sister said if I wasn't back by 8 p.m., she was calling for the rescue helicopter. She had insurance for that sort of thing. I got back at 7:55. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Man, that must have been so stressful. Did you just sleep for a week after that? Pieces was actually very funny. That was one of the great hikes in New Zealand. Some people on the tracks were all confused. I just had a little backpack. Oh, I'd love to visit New Zealand again. Father Five, so you made it to New Hampshire, maybe Salisbury. I don't think I made it to New Hampshire. How far is the New Hampshire border from Boston? He says, we need to keep track of your distance. Could be a cool continuity thing, like beating the hour. Will kid walk 2 miles before the hour? I'm a pretty fast walker, I think. So, Stoneham or Saugus? Well, yeah, maybe Stoneham. I wonder if it's Stoneham. I was somewhere near water because I wanted to go to the ocean. That was part of the deal, I think. It's about 40 miles. Reginald Diller says, I was hiking all the time in those days, so it wasn't a huge deal. Oh, we need drum fills. We're short. Can we get some drum fills quick? Yeah, maybe it was Marblehead, which sort of disappointing because that's not that far, 16 miles. But 20 years is a long time. Memory isn't so good. I mean, my memory of last week is problematic, let alone 2 decades. There should be enough drum fills now? Okay, let's try this again. Notorious UT says, when hiking all day and just when you're about to reach home begins to rain, it's one of the most satisfying things. Let's end this bow. Lucy Lou. Toby. Peachy Vibes. Allegra. Allegra's named it Peachy Vibes. Thanks, Allegra. Oh, wait, I was going to read these rewards. Right? Muty got, if you like more Singalobi bottles or the virus, you may need a new one. The story of People magazine is likely to be chosen in the life of Nicole Kidman. For example, a dog. It is the cause of his ruin and cheese in the middle of the army with their favorite drink. Smell. Great writing. Only 390 songs are sure to succeed, and there are about 55,222 of them. Dom got the state award-winning new SmackDown Lavender Bolt Nobel tells the story of a bad story about spammed Guz prisoner Richard who trapped rocks on a spinning wheel that ran into a game of tennis. Laches. Jazzy got Tony Broad's biopunk graphic novel Send It to Heaven. Young operator Valentine Basha was on a grafting machine because she said a set of vision of things or fears about their exceptional girl had to be captured on camera or in the hands of others. What did I just do? Oh. Allegra got, is this book about David Hazelhoff going to Denmark? Not Hasselhoff, Hazelhoff going to Denmark. Is this issue the best book I've ever read? So what are those common spending issues? However, Copa Kennedy's left hand in Salmonster needs to be checked under Gregory Sandcastle. Everything's under Gregory Sandcastle. I like it. Mole got Toner Yunan Van Manby Bergergen, a comedy based on a polo actor, author, and educator. His future friends, Fida 317331 and Blue Ribbon, are looking for ways to find him. Staffy got the Nobel Plunder Balcony book, Cheese Age, New Zealand. Is that like there's the Bronze Age and then the Cheese Age? Are we in the Cheese Age? What age are we in? Are we? Is it the technology? What do they call it? It was the industrial age for a while, right? What are we in now? The information age? Is that what it is? Information? Is the cheese age next? Dates back to the beginning of World War I in Ireland. Okay, that answered that. The cactus struggles with the consequences of the lover, their actions, and his secret actions. You're going to see a bunch of cactuses, most likely. But there's not many of the, they tend to be small on the ground. They're not sort of like in a, Roadrunner Coyote kind of cactuses, unfortunately. Rowdy Sugar got the New York Times sold a volcanic orchestra composed by Haji Tiktok and sent it to Japan in the summer of 699 to stop a god named Hauitos Akakao. What? Brother Bob says cheese age is the next logical step, yeah. Mr. Robert got the umlaut alabaster antenna explosion occurred at the toxic round close at Rapid Antenna Year closed. A tragic story of 10 fans who lost a loved one after the death of a loved one. So I shouldn't laugh, but each park travels differently, but they reunite when visiting Bosnia and Herzegovina. The new book describes the hostility between fathers and their loved ones that is part of the Sally Field love triangle. This book contains questions about the complexity of ego, unemployment, and suffering. Wow. Chills got it. Leonardo's conference table. Do you know Windows? It was perfect. It is called the opening of a creature like Andy Warhol's unique image of GSH-10 in a song. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. I want one. Oh, hey, Tubi. Oh, it's Staffy unlocked a lounge. Commission sound theme. Tubi gave me, I think it's the end of the trash. Oh, I think if the end of the trash is, that's great. Duke has a collection of stories about poems. She then developed a smart skincare film to express the beauty, the first aid kit. Oh, and Dual got Clara McIntosh's Naughty Cupcake is an obscene story that surrounds her with a stone-carved stone caretaker. Found a home in Pennsylvania and was stolen by her company and crew. Carosa followed Dumb in a furious campaign of justice. Oh, that's not very channel friendly, is it? The Naughty Cupcake? Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Let's see. Milestones. We've got Jazzy's 10th BPM, Pete's 10th drum loop, Mr. Robert's 1800th drum fill. Muty says 50 Shades of Frosting. Okay, chat. Cupcake, donut, or cookie? Which do you choose? Brother Bob says cookie. Dom says cookie. Wager says cupcake. You know, Wager, I think I'm going to go cupcake. It's because of the frosting, you know? That frosting. but I would want all three. All three. But yeah, the frosting. You know the mini cupcakes? Y'all know, you go to a grocery store and you can get those plastic tins or plastic containers, and there's, 12 mini cupcakes. I've definitely had several days in my life where I'm like, I'm just going to go get one of those and eat every single one of them right now. I think my favorite was a red velvet cake. Red velvet cake cupcakes. Brother Bob says frosted cookie then. If the cookie is frosting, it's going to be a tough choice. Yeah. Muty says Frosty's my least favorite part. Why I don't like cupcakes. Might as well eat raw sugar. I mean, I like eating raw sugar too. Yeah. I've made earlier in my life, I made a dentist very wealthy. They retired after they dealt with my teeth. That's not true. I did spend too much money though. Okay, let's see. Drum kit. Miss Roberts says, how do you feel about those frosted sugar cookies you get in plastic containers? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'll say yes no matter what. I'll say yes to them. Yes, I would love some, but I don't know which ones you're referring to. That's remember I talked a while ago, I was like, that's the one kind of reviewing I could see doing is a channel where I review sugar stuff, candy and sweets, but I would be making the world a worse place by doing it. So I can't do it. But that's the only thing I could imagine reviewing. Oh, that'd be so good. I'd try every single candy bar, everything. I'd try it all. Okay, let's see. Hip hop kid. First beat is for, what is this? Hook. Is that what it is? Not a lot to this beat. Oh, it's hike. Yes, it is. I should have just, and you made it obvious, didn't you? It was that extra H. Oh, that's because it looped. Yeah, it was very obvious. Hike, yes. Sorry, Muty. Well, you know that I'm very slow at these things. Okay, I'm just going to keep it simple. And I'm not afraid to do snare on 1 and 3, kick on 2 and 4. I'm not afraid. Here's a Pete Mouse. Do I want to open hat? No, I'm going to keep it how it is. Let's check out our sounds from Broom Steve. Steve 3. Return of the Steve. And then Brother Bopper Bobby with Domro. And then Staffy Agent Man, Every Jealous Kilogram. GD Bill at 0 hour. Mr. Robert Doug's Crunchy Peanut Butter. And Notawager Stained Glass Sparkles. Y'all pick which sound starts the improv. Let's plan on doing we'll do lounge next. Lounge track for Staffy. So make some lounge requests. So easiest way to do that is on the on-screen extension. If you just type lounge, it'll give you a bunch of sounds. Title Inspire. Beauty says sure. This is one of my favorite ones. It's called Word from a Previous Title. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a word from a previous title that someone has just submitted at some point during the song and use their word in your title but add new words. And obviously we have to start somewhere. And again, this is always optional. You can submit whatever you want. But whatever title wins the poll, whatever sound wins the poll, can be the starting point. So grab one of the words from that. But you don't have to use the same word. You can keep changing words. But the idea is to take inspiration from other people's titles, use one of their words. Yeah, loungy, it's sort of like drawing inspiration from, Tropicalia and jazz and samba, that kind of stuff. Sort of late 50s, early 60s, James Bond, stuff James Bond would be listening to while drinking a martini. We started doing it for the game show, as staff said. It was going to be I used it for background music for the game show. Let's end this po. Doug's crunchy peanut butter. So use one of those words. But as soon as one person does it, as soon as one person submits a title, you can grab from their title. So you just keep changing it up as you go. Okay, here we go. Time to accelerate. You're a millionaire, but still you seem so scared. You got a million ways to lose it all. You're a millionaire, but still you seem so scared. You got a million ways to lose it all. Yeah, these questions explode and the answers implode, and together we get it all. Yeah, you're a millionaire, but still you seem so scared. You got a million ways to lose it all. You're a millionaire, and still you're scared. You got a million ways to lose it all. You got eyes that scream and ears that cry. The millionaires, they rant and sigh. Beyond those deep dark eyes, where those fires burn, you realize. Yeah, those eyes, they scream, the ears that cry. So you're a millionaire, but still you're scared. You got a million ways to lose it all. Yeah, you're a millionaire, but still you're scared. You got a million ways to lose it all, to lose it all. with one last quarter. You play to win, and if you lose, you gotta head down to the border. Once was a million. Why y'all scared? You got a million ways to lose it all. A millionaire. So then why you so scared? You got a million ways to lose it all.
I'll be back live in just a moment. My present day self is running around behind me doing some post-song stuff. In the meantime, if this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm ETC Kid, aka the Etc. Kid. The music you just watched was improvised from scratch. But I got a lot of help from chat. Just before the song, they chose the sounds I was using, the speed of the music. I turned people's names into drum rhythms. So there are many ways you can participate. The easiest way to get involved right away is to type !drums for a chance to be a rhythm on an upcoming song. You can also name the songs we create here, help write what our bot Tubi says, and we have fun community projects on our Discord. So we've got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but if you take a leap of faith, you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome. I look forward to meeting you in chat. Our channel is a fiscally sponsored project of the nonprofit art services organization Fractured Atlas. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't mean they're just giving us money. But what it does mean is that since they are a 501(c), you can actually support our channel and it be tax deductible. If you're in the United States as an individual or a business, if you know how to deduct charitable contributions off your taxes, you can do the same and support us at the same time. Just go to the link in our support panel to Fractured Atlas, make your donation there. You must make your donation through Fractured Atlas for it to be tax deductible. So let me know if you have any questions. This is a fantastic way to support what we're doing here. I'm not only on the Twitch, I'm also on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Discord. Follow me there for more content like this. I Know My Soul by Claude McKay. I plucked my soul out of its secret place and held it to the mirror of my eye, to see it like a star against the sky, a twitching body quivering in space, a spark of passion shining on my face. And I explored it to determine why this awful key to my infinity conspires to rob me of sweet joy and grace. And if the sign may not be fully read, if I can comprehend but not control, I need not gloom my days with futile dread.
because I see a part and not the whole. Contemplating the strange, I'm comforted by this narcotic thought. I know my soul. Oops. What is going on? I might have to replace that soon. It's not working. Thanks, everybody. Titles, Muty, Coin-Operated Courage, Staffy, House of Fallen Stars, Booster Boy 83, Got Crazy Last Night in the Kitchen, and Jazzy, Tonight I'm Gonna Win Big. Oh, and I used some titles as lyric inspiration. Jazzy, Behind Those Dark Eyes. I took Millionaire from Notorious Muty's Budget Millionaires title. Exploded Questions, I used questions from Muty. Slot Machine Hero from Muty. Scream for Eyes from Staffy. Hey, Soda's here. Oh, the notorious Mutee is now Brother Meteorical. Tubi remains bodybuilder Tubi Stongneck. I'm not tired of it yet. Bodybuilder Tubi Stongneck. Oh no, we're missing. Do we not have any key requests? What happened, Tubi? Why are you not filling requests? Oh, there it goes. Well. Okay, we got him. Wait, some request slots have not been filled. Oh no, we still need... Do we still need drum fills? Yeah, we need drum fills. Help. Help. So you're a millionaire, but still you're scared. You got a million ways to lose it all. Yeah, you're a millionaire, but still you're scared. You got a million ways. Okay, good, we got him. Let's end this Pope. And it's Muty. Muty's named it Coin-Operated Courage. Coin-Operated Courage. Okay. Tubi's not giving you sounds, Jazzy? That's weird. Oh, well, did you do any lounge requests? Okay, let's see. Drum kit is the 70s kit. Because I think I have it set up that 4 of the 6 sounds need to be lounge. Is that right? 3 or 4 of them? Tubi. Okay, Brother Bob. On lounge tracks, we only have 1 beat because I typically do more work on it, but I'm digging how this is, so I'm not gonna. I like this. It's groovy. Okay, got our beat sounds. Still waiting for Tubi to catch up. Ooh. Wow, Tubi, you're way behind. We're all waiting. I've done a few test streams with my new Internet in a Box to my secret testing channel on Twitch. Everything worked. I haven't streamed outside yet, but I did use the internet connections. I think maybe tomorrow I'll do a actual outdoor test. You going, Tubi? Okay, Motown bass from Brother Muty. And then Soda with Viva No Fractions. Chill's feeling pretty with freshly painted nails. What color? Staffy Agent Man with Proto Organ. It's funny that Tubi writes jazz pays Jimmy. Just as I'm playing organ, there's a famous jazz organist named Jimmy Smith. Oh, thanks, Beauty. Thank you. And then Staffy Agent Man with Big Band. Oh, you like Jimmy Smith, Pete Mouse? And then we've got from Booster Boy, Space Particles. And Rowdy Rowdy Sugar, Vector Envelope. No. Okay, that was Vector Envelope. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, this Space Particles. And then Vector Envelope. My favorite organ album is by an organist named Reuben Wilson. He did an album called The Sweet Life. I love it so very much. The Sweet Life. Is that what that's right? Reuben Wilson, Sweet Life? That's what it's called. Yeah, The Sweet Life. 1972. Okay, y'all pick which sound starts the improv. Are we going to get 5 tracks in? I think we are. I think we're going to get 5 tracks. Been doing 4 tracks too often recently. Pieces, how do you spell that? The album? It's very it's a little more funky than jazzy. And sort of they play some Motown covers. They play a cover of Inner City Blues by Marvin Gaye. That's what it's called, right? Inner City Blues? By Marvin Gaye. But they have a bass player. I personally prefer it when there's a bass player with organ, but there are a lot of amazing organ players. If you never see, it's amazing to watch. They have bass pedals and they play the bass with their feet. It's mind bending what they're able to do. But I like the sound of an electric bass or acoustic bass along with the organ. Pieces, Scary Goldens, creative new band. They have an awesome sound with organ funk. Oh, that's the thing with the Patreon guy, right? Larry, and it's with Larry Goldings, the organ player. Is that right? Larry Goldings plays on one of my favorite Maceo Parker albums. It's Scary Pockets meeting Larry Goldings, right? Am I remembering that right? But yeah, I've heard. I think I must have. Well, I've heard it. I guess. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he's an awesome player. Yeah. Yeah. So that same guy, Pete, started Patreon. The Pomplamoose guy started Patreon. Isn't that crazy? I can never remember. Is it Patreon or Patreon? What's the correct pronunciation? I have a Patreon, I think. I've never promoted it. I think I have one person who supports me on Patreon who just found it. Somehow they found it. Patreon? Yes, Reginald Delaware knows Life on Planet Groove. I think, or wait, is that it's the live album? Is that the live album? Yeah. It was recorded in Germany. Cologne, Germany. Pieces, you should plug your Patreon more. I think I haven't promoted it because I didn't have anything to do. I didn't have any. Well, Meaty wants me to give out stems. Yeah, I should. Yeah, on that, I remember Larry saw and then they start chanting, "Go Larry, go Larry, go Larry." I actually, I met Maceo Parker. I organized an event with Maceo Parker, actually. I can't give any more details than that. I don't know that it's Googleable, but yeah. But he was a cool guy, and then and I got free tickets to go see him at the House of Blues, the original House of Blues in Boston, in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and it was literally I think it was the very first House of Blues, and it was just in this house, essentially this house in Cambridge, and it was a very small place, and then later they got a huge venue in Boston, like 10 times as big, but the original one, and the original House of Blues, they mostly had jazz, funk, and blues artists. Now I think it's mostly big famous rock bands and stuff, because like blues artists couldn't fill venue that big. That's the sort of tragedy of the whole thing. But it was a really fun place to see shows. The House of Blues in Cambridge. Tubi wants a road trip? Yeah, I should do something with. It was. How do you pronounce Patreon? Did we figure that out? I don't think it's Patreon. Patreon pronounce.
Patreon.
Patreon. Pay me money. Patreon. That's how I should remember it. Patreon. Patreon. Okay, that makes sense. Patreon. Hey, was it Adrixon? Welcome. Okay, let's end this bowl. You just give us your stems and lines of tubi code. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Oh, nice. Nice, Chills. I see it on Discord. Nice. Okay. Here we go. Maybe I'll bring the Melodica. Well, no, it won't fit. His backpack is really small. Okay, here we go. Time to accelerate.
Hi, if this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was improvised entirely from scratch, meaning I was making it up as I went along, but I got a ton of help from chat. Chat shows all the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, the drum rhythms were generated from people's usernames. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on an upcoming song. But that's only the beginning. There's many different ways to participate and share your creativity. You can help name all the songs we created on the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We have fun community projects on our Discord. So it might seem a little overwhelming at first. We got a lot going on, but if you stick around, you have it all figured out super fast. So welcome to the Etceterati. Apparently, I'm on social media. If you follow me there, you'll find highlights from the show, stripped down arrangements of old songs, poetry recitations, behind the scenes photos, portraits of Jiffy Star Child, thoughts on the creative process, and a whole lot more. Stuff like this. Here is your 60-second recap of the Tier is Tearing show. If there was a zombie apocalypse and the only thing you to fight back with are musical instruments, what would you choose? Oh, that's a great question. The high school band is on their way to band camp when the zombie apocalypse happens, and all they have are their instruments. If you sharpen those cymbals and then threw them like frisbees, whoosh, decapitated by cymbal. How about a dagger at the end of the trombone? Whoosh, whoosh. Or you take a tuba, you just put it over the head of the zombie so they're stuck. If you're wearing a tuba, you're not much of a threat. If all you have is a vuvuzela, you're in trouble. You're dead. Not gonna do much with this thing. This is part of my uncover of the old American folk song, I've Been Working on the Railroad. Thanks for those kelps. Let's see titles. Ouch. I put 5 on. Anel Conchue Souls, Chill, Smiling Lights, Beauty Beat Me Up, Bushboy 83, My Friend the Alien, and Pete Grooving the Salmon. Is that right? What did I do? All thanks, Pete. Thank you. Some other titles. I'm Only Big Child with 5K songs to come.
Pete, Kids in Her Blues. Nelicon, Lost My Compass in a Blues Bar. Jazzy, Bend It Like Beck. Staffy, Bottom of the Mile. Brother Meteorical, Star Flute Academy. Booster Boy, I Don't Want to Alienate the Aliens. Send this Poe. And it's Pete. Pete's named it Grooving the Salmon. Oh, I'm sorry, Soda. That sounds really tough. Glad you're able to do what you can do. Oh, good night, Pete. We're gonna do one more. We can do one more. I'm gonna do 5. Finally, 5 songs without a. Our drum kit is a classic dub. First up, we've got Rowdy Chugger. Oh wait, first we'll do that. A milestone. What's our milestone? Nelicon's 50th song. Okay, here's Rowdy Chugger. Oh, good night, Booster Boy. Or were you saying good night to Pete? Okay, there's Rowdy Chugger. Oh, good. Booster Boy's still here. And then Duel. Here's Duel. He says, your candy review thing got me think, what if you actually did food reviews of some local dishes and then badly to review? I think I can only give, I don't know if I can give bad reviews. I mean, I guess if it's a big corporation, it's fine. I'll give them a bad review, but I wouldn't be able to. So I could give positive reviews and then badly it. Let's see. There's Dual. Sounds. What's the term for eating streams? What is the term? It's what's it called? Does it start with an M? I think it might. Is it Japanese? The term mook. It's like what is it? Am I going to be streaming in a public restaurant sometime? I mean, all restaurants are public, right? A restaurant, in public in a restaurant. Am I going to stoop that low? Not, that makes it sound like I'm being judgmental of other people doing it. Other people go nuts, but it's definitely not something I would ever think I would do is stream. Yes, thank you, Muty. Yes, mukbang. I think I'd rather I'd rather bring the food to here, or I could eat outside. Okay, refried greens. It's funny how life goes. You end up doing things you never would have imagined doing. Refried green. And then Pete with Kappa. Soda Silver Lake. And Soda Saw FX. And then no good heathens, and then duel with yellow polka dot holes. I'm curious. I think I ask this every once in a while, but it's always interesting to know. Anyone who's in chat, who's not away from your keyboard, who's actually in chat right now, who wants to answer, if you remember, can you remember how you found the channel? Was it a raid, or were you just browsing? That's probably 99% of people are one of those two categories. Probably. It's probably a few people word of mouth. Oh yeah, Soda, that's right. I remember that. You thought maybe I murdered. Well, now you know, Soda. You know how much I talk. You probably aren't surprised now, right? In retrospect, it's totally makes sense that I could have a 4-hour lunch with somebody. So this is LOL, not at all. Yeah. Yeah. Big child someone recommended? Cool. Muty, did you know why? For some reason, I have it in my mind that maybe that you knew or before this stream, did you know the Botsky? Did y'all know each other from another stream, or would I make that up? Big Papa clicked on the wrong stream. Yes, I love that. If that's what happened, I need that. We need people accidentally clicking on this channel. Jazz, you can't remember? Let's see. Boost Boy says, my good friend showed me this channel a long time ago when you're new. Cool. Muty, you knew him from a creative stream? Okay. Yeah. Jazz may have been a raid with Beth Anywhere. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That sounds right. That sounds possible, because Beth has raided a couple times. How's Beth doing? Is she streaming every once in a while still? She's great at titles. Okay, let's see. Meaty says, one day I was just browsing, I was like, Twitch is music? And then I came here, I had no clue what was going on, which intrigued me. It's funny, I keep, what's the thing is, what's the idiom? You keep trying to do something that doesn't work. What does they say? I keep trying different sorts of streaming, but deep down I know that probably the only possible thing that's gonna help is doing YouTube. YouTube content. But let's see. This is like a different world. Oh, thank you. It's like going to a foreign country. You gotta learn the customs, yeah. Jazz says Beth Anywhere's in California, but she's having some tech mishaps. Oh no. Now comes your fake memory of old Twitch staff mentioning. Yeah, I got a lot of great support from Monkey on Strike. Does anyone remember Moz? That was Monkey on Strike. Is that? Yeah. He gave me the Bob Ross raid that a bunch of folks who are still, been like Mr. Robert was on that raid, and was Allegra on that raid? He recommended me, I think, for the Twitch show I did. Which the Twitch show itself probably wasn't, didn't. Well, what it was worth is instead of getting paid, I said I'll take 4 front page shows. And those, I think we definitely got some new people from that. Okay, let's end this poll. And it's Kappa. Or no votes. Were there no votes? Oh, now it's going to just keep tie breaking. It'll never end. I don't think. Or did it? I think that means it's my choice. Oh no, it is Kappa. Okay. 5. So does you ask the question, we all got distracted. Oh yeah. And that's fine. Kappa's appropriate. Let's do this. Uh-oh, now it's frozen, isn't it? Script debugger. Hey, Banjo Fox. Okay. Here we go. Time to accelerate. There's oranges in the ocean and pears in the sky. Everywhere we go, we say that's normal, that's fine. Tell me lies, tell me them, sugar-coated leaves. Tell me truth, tell me lies, I don't know what I want the least. Yeah, it's midnight, the sun's still in the sky. It's midnight, we're wondering why.
Hi, if you came in during the music and this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was improvised music, meaning I was making it up from scratch as I went along. But I got a ton of help from chat. Chat chose the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, the drum beats and drum fills were generated from people's usernames. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum fill or a drum loop in one of the upcoming songs we do. But that's only the beginning. There are many different musical things you can request, but you don't need any musical experience to participate. There are many ways to share your creativity. You can help name all the songs we do on the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community projects on Discord. So it might seem a little overwhelming, I know, but if you stick around, take a leap of faith, you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome again, and I look forward to meeting you in chat.
It's a dark and stormy night. You hear a crash. You stumble out of bed. It's pitch black. First you step on a Lego. Then you step on a banana peel. At least you hope it's a banana peel. Next thing you know, you're on a skateboard, crashing down the stairs. If only you'd had the ETC nightlight. Things move pretty fast in ETC world, but you can keep up on everything on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Discord. You'll find fun content like what you're about to see. Whoops. Thanks for those calps. Titles, Muty manufactures Sunbeams. Nelicon yelling into the immovable nights. Jazzy midnight sunlight. Staffy missing a chance. I used some titles as lyric inspiration from Staffy's Oregano Ocean. I got Oranges in the Ocean. Muty, Sugar-Coated Lies, Staffy, Midnight. I took Midnight from Midnight Agent Carter. Some other titles, I'm Only Big Child, Flutist's Dream. Jazzy Boat Cruise. Staffy, Manuscript About Candy. Booster Boy, That Place Felt Somehow Mystical. Brother Meteorical, Big Machiavelli. Are there any rappers that have Machiavelli in their name? It seems like a perfect name for a rapper. Staffy, you sung about oranges yesterday too. Anything going on with that? Did I? I mean, I trust you. I don't remember. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm craving them. I haven't had any in a while. You haven't had an orange in a long time. Oh, electric orange is plugged into the laser grid. Huh. Yeah, I guess it's... My mind is fixated on it unconsciously. Send this boat. And say tie, let's break this tie. And it's Muty. Manufactured Sunbeams. Muty says Tupac used to be Machiavelli. When he said he got shot and died first time, he then released the 7 Day Theory album as Machiavelli because he came back from the dead. Why a lot of people believe Pac is still alive. Cut to trans. Thanks, Muty, for the title. Our show was live from the core. We did Party in My Head, Peachy Vibes, Coin Operated Courage, Grooving the Salmon, Manufactured Sunbeams. Thanks, Jazzy. Let's do our thank yous. Our superstar mods, Allegra was here, Don was here, Tubi. Thank you so much. The big donation from Staffy. Thank you so much. We had 47 months up for Allegra, 18 for Bax, 34 for Brother Baba Ravabi, 50 for Dom. Thanks to all our lurkers and chatters. The 18 names you see on screen either named recurrent to or named or venue named. One of our songs made a request on one of the songs. We feature Booster Boy 83, Broom 17, Brother Baba Ravabi, Brother Meteorical, Dom Pride, Duel, Father 5, G-Bill, Hug Queen LD, Jazz Eagle, Miss Robert, Nellicon, Not Allegra, Pete Mouse, Ratty Ratty Trigger, Staffy Agent Man, Undug Hover, and Wow 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 Soda. This is Countdown to Hike Stream, yeah. Yeah, I'm optimistic. So yeah, if anyone just joined and hasn't heard me talk about it incessantly yet, we're gonna be doing our first ever outdoor stream on Sunday, normal time. I'm gonna find somewhere to walk, hike, and we're just gonna hang out. But we'll do creative stuff. We're gonna do I'm gonna have at least one or two different interactive things, collaborative somethings, and maybe we'll play some games, and maybe I'll get chased by coyotes. Maybe we'll see some rattlesnakes. Oh, I wonder if... Oh no, I think it's a fixed lens, isn't it? I don't think there's a zoom ability. This is a wacky track. What a weird track. Boost, Roy, you were thinking the same? Is it weird? I don't do things like this very often, do I? I mean, it's interesting because it's different. Let's see, what are we doing? What's this guy? Let's rate this guy. Live tunes, taking requests. Someone new to me. Wait, are they still playing? They are, sweet. Let's find out what they're about. But we got one more music show this week. Tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you for that. And then we got our first ever mobile stream. Thanks, Brother Muty. Thank you. You like it, Boozy? You like the track, Boozy Boy? Okay. Thanks so much, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful whatever comes next. Let's do this raid. Okay. I'll see y'all. Take care.